Hi, Taurus, and welcome to your June 2022 read. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Okay. Well, no doubt we have been through a lot. And it's not so much at this point about what we've had to endure, how certain things in our life have changed dramatically with the eclipse, getting rid of all of, getting rid of all of the fat, so to speak. So some of you are losing weight. But in essence, what we're all going through right now is delving into our, biggest fears and hopefully coming out on top, right? Okay, so let's look at what Taurus, what's happening for you. Okay, 5 of Wands is reversed. How lovely, right? I don't want to fight anymore. I don't feel that I'm not in a competitive situation. The changes that have been made in my life, right, Taurus? The changes that I'm going through have already happened, and I now am accepting, let's just see what the next 2 cards are. I'm now accepting the fact that the changes had to be made in order for me to grow, right? On whatever scale, right? And yeah, look at that. People now are saying, wow, great job, Taurus. You've made it through. And those 5 of Wands, the 5 of Wands were the ones that maybe didn't believe in you, didn't see that, didn't accept you, didn't see you, didn't accept you, didn't understand you for being the worthy, honest to goodness, white horse person that you are. Things had to be turned upside down in your life in order to see and or be seen. Interventions, if you will. I heard it. The red flag is in a triangle. So someone could have been in a triangle situation in love, right? A 3-party situation. And, I give up. I give up is usually the white flag, but I think with a red flag and the cloak being red, it's all about I gave it my all. Also these flags. So something about flags, flagships, the backdrop looks like Egypt. So your roots are from past lives where maybe these same characters, right, that you dealt with, that gave you all this crap, is finally the karmic resolution and restoration of self-worth. It took you into the depths of, wow, well, do I really need that, kudos, versus I need to help myself. You know what I'm saying? Because the white horse depicts I need to help myself in order for others to see me clearly. I have been transparent, but these people they don't see me as that, right? And that's why the wheel of karmic justice turned around, and karma is now coming to you after all is said and done. You know, you're going toward a very lucky streak. Could be also a lucky streak. Could be advancing in a career after people, you know, wanted to get rid of you. It didn't work. If that's the case in a job situation, it could be that you relocated to a new location in order to get rid of all the fat, so to speak, right? The karmic, this is, you know, people talking, people doing backstabbing, you know, all of that, right? A sense of such chaos came, from the chaos came your truth of transparency, that you're not going to put up with it, and that you're headed toward now only the great things and opportunities of whatever the world can show you and or provide, right? Because that's just the way that Tauruses are. It's more for you, Taurus, you're about what action can I put instead of the reaction that others put in. You know, you could have been in situations where people were reacting to your pulling away from them. You know, you're out of a group. You went from one group into a group now that sees you for your transparency, and to not necessarily need to show anyone anything any longer, but to just be on, you know, the lone wolf. I don't know, I heard that. Being your own person, you walk your own walk. You know, you're just very transparent. And you've learned that from the best of these people, right? That's how you learn your lessons. The hardest lessons to learn are the ones that come from friction and fear. And, you know, maybe someone had it out for you for a minute, you know, and you're like, so many people are trying to help you, and I think you finally realize how much love that others have for you as well, right? All right, let me use the light seers to get 3 more cards for Taurus. You know, you're using your strength, the fertility of your growth, and you're not playing around anymore. You know, you're not worried about what others may or may not think of you so highly, because you think of yourself that way. So if they do, great, and if they don't, oh well. I think that you were at a point of emotional, I'm going to say it, I really am, I'm going to say emotional breakdown here. I think that being said required a lot of you that broke down, because that was the only way for you to get help, to see others caring about you. Like, there's a group that only gave you, you know, only gave you a bunch of crap and didn't see you. And this really is, the sad part of it is, emotionally drained you for like all of the things, Taurus, that make you so wonderful. And that is showing up as your beautiful self to others. But, you know, it's kind of like, who shows up for you, Taurus? You know what I mean? And finally coming to that understanding that, you know what? The 5 of Swords is reversed, because now you have 2 5s. So with the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Swords reversed, this is like people backstabbing, talking behind your back, right? Trying to get you down. And what people don't realize is you can't put a Taurus down. Why? Because Taurus says, no. It's kind of like, not today. It's not going to happen because I know who and I value what I am. And in order to do that, and in order to see yourself as this, you have undergone a lot of people trying to intervene and or an intervention, if you will, of people trying to deal with this conflict in their own way. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio definitely comes here as the action that's been taken by trying, there's like these people ended up kind of giving up the fight. It became an internal fight for the others who are trying to get you back to where you're back, to your own self, right? So it is somewhat of an intervention of those who love you, and they've tried really hard, right? And they're sad for you. And they want you back on your feet again and going after, the luck of Taurus is really amazing, because no one can really understand how Taurians just get lucky, like, in everything, right? In everything that you do, you seem to get ahead of the group, of the whole, of all your peeps somehow. And I'm talking about the luck of the draw in terms of how hard you work, the effort that you give to yourself and to others. I think you fell off track because others were either putting you down or not seeing your value. And when that happens, you just kind of like fall off the horse, so to speak. Because now you're like, I'm back and I'm better than ever. Right? So you're getting help for sure. See, the wheel twice, not once. Oh my God. Look at that. What is destined to become you. No, becomes you. I mean, for sure. Are you kidding me? Taurus. So, you like, I almost want to say, Taurus, like you had a minute of a bad spell, right? And I'm not talking literal. I'm just saying others not seeing, or maybe these others were trying to help you and they just couldn't. They didn't know what to say, what to do, how to help, right? To get you back in form, to get you back to being the person that you are, which is the hard worker, the stubbornness, some people honestly didn't believe that you could get back on the horse again and go after the things that they know you can can and will do, right? So here in the month of June, we're looking at, yeah, bitches, I got back on my horse. Watch me fly. Because you have all the luck coming to you from spirit. Because here's the thing. You either literally took these people's advice to heart, right? Let me put the wheels down. Unbelievable. 2 wheels, you guys. Come on. So you really have been emotionally taking what others have been giving out, even though you didn't maybe want to show up as, all right, well, you know, you may have a point. You may have a point of, you know, I kind of like lost myself for a minute and now I'm back. So some things were emotionally draining, things that were said, things that were not spoken, right? People have been trying to get you back, Taurus, to a place where this is how they see you. And they're like, wow, you actually either took their advice or you knew already that what needed to happen, what steps you needed to take in order to get back on this horse. And now it's not just a one-time wheel, it's twice, which is winning twice, getting a double dose. It's a double dose of luck being on your side in the month of June. And yeah, we're going to say it. This new opportunities, new beginnings, new starts that you have been waiting to get to had to happen again. Everyone's been going through this eclipsing out people, places, and things that had to go. And that's these people. These people's actions or reactions, if you will, that really put a damper on your spirits, but they had to almost in order to get your attention. So once they got your attention, you were like, okay, now I understand what it is and how people are seeing you, right? From a different angle. You see, this is a different depiction. This depiction in the Tarot Royale shows the lion, the strength of resolve, the monkey who is actually, you know, we gain so much of our instinctual self we already know, right? That's where the cups come in. Okay, that's our instinct. So we know that something's got to give as long as we show up and keep producing and keep going for what it is that we want, fertility, growth, expansion. But we must do it in the sense of a no fear. No fear. And in this depiction, the wheel, you can see she literally has dice around. Interesting, right? Rolling the dice, taking a gamble. So you're taking a gamble on yourself. Some of you are gamblers. Hey, no shade. And you're winning big in the month of June. I do not say go gamble. No way. Here, you see the shears of dark and light. So now we've come with this wheel, we've come to a balanced state of awareness that maybe those people who were judging us, interventions, trying to get us back on track, was not a hindrance at all. Okay, so Taurus, you had a minute, right? And that's what happens during eclipse season, where, you know, all, right, when the chips are down, right? You got the cloak of Christ, which means you are protected. Always ask for protection. If those 5 of Wands that are reversed here are people that you have come to see as not protecting you, not having your back, then always ask for protection. It's as simple as that. But now you have earned, and I'm going to say earned, a new cloak of who you are now as transparent in your own right. Masculine, feminine. This is the new you. And you have the wheel twice because it's not only imparting masculine, but it's imparting masculine, feminine. Masculine, feminine. So what does that mean? It means that you have now become whole. Well, why did it take all these? It took all these people to show you who you were. Kind of like, you know, look, you were like going down the rabbit hole. And you were kind of, and I heard the word dissing, those who were talking behind your back. As like, okay, this is an energy drain, right? Like, what the heck? And then what happens is after, you know, like we said, after a minute of the last maybe 5 weeks, I'm going to say 5 weeks, where you had a lot of people really concerned, overly concerned about you. Now they see you in a new position of self-worth. I've got my shit together. Don't worry, right? I'm back. It's beautiful, Taurus. Absolutely beautiful. Always know that there's protection around you. All you need to know is that that there are times when you have to ask. If you are feeling that others in your energy are not adding value as a friend, maybe friend or foe, right? Always remember who your friends are. They're the ones that literally pull this out of you. No kidding. Okay? Great reading. Great month. 2 wheels. Oh my gosh. So I send you all my love. And wow, if this is, I would love to hear what these 2 wheels mean to you, Taurus, out there. Whoever this reading resonates with. It's off the charts, really. Okay. I am also doing specials for my biofeedback practice. So if you're interested, emotional healing and as well as the body healing, I can help. Okay? Take care. Have a great month.